let me switch topics for just a second and tell you about how our troops are now segregated for privilege walks. Now, the last president that segregated our troops, Pat, was
Woodrow
Wilson. Yeah, Woodrow Wilson. Yeah, love him. Love him for all of the great things he did, like segregating our military. Well, the good thing is Joe Biden, in the footsteps of Woodrow Wilson, is segregating our military again, but this time just for privilege walks. And you're going to love this one. I'll tell you about it coming up in 60 seconds. By the way, I want you to know I am going to get to the story about how white women just want to imprison black men, and that's why they're crying rape. I'm going to bring that up. Seems like a story from, I don't know, the Emmett Till days, but it's definitely not. Definitely not. It's today. Pentagon whistleblowers. Yes, thank goodness we do have Pentagon whistleblowers. These are people that have had enough. They're service members. They have gone to the Inspector General, and they've gone to many of their congressmen to object to critical race theory indoctrination in the military, including airmen being divided by race and sex into groups for privilege walks. You know what? We're going to sit here and eat some cake. All you white people go out and take a privilege walk. I mean, even a privilege walk sounds like a French thing to do, doesn't it? I mean, it just sounds like the pussification of the U.S. military when you're talking privilege walk. It's not like, drop down, Whitey, and give me 1,000. No, it's, you should take a privilege walk. What the hell is a privilege walk? Well, if you weren't so privileged, you'd know. So they have, the Pentagon has new anti-extremism and diversity training within the ranks. And Senator Cotton has said this is a very specific kind of anti-American indoctrination that is seeping into some parts of our military. He says that critics are sowing division in the ranks. That's exactly what white people would say. They're trying to divide us. They're trying to segregate us. One Marine told us a military history training session was replaced with mandatory training on police brutality. Why would our military need to learn about police brutality? I mean, unless you're sowing them as an enemy. White privilege, systematic racism also taught. Several officers are now leaving the unit, citing that training. Another service member said that their unit was required to read White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo, which claims white people raised in Western society are conditioned to be white supremacists. I mean, who would have a problem with that? I mean, after your privilege walk. I mean, sure, you read it, but then you take a privilege walk and you're like, wow. You know, thank you for that, Sergeant. Can we just hug it out here? Because you have really opened my mind. And sure, we haven't done any training to, kill the enemy. But, wow, thank you. Can I cry? Because I feel like I'm a shell that has just been cracked open. I see all of my privilege now. Members of the wing were ordered to separate themselves by race and gender. Hey, Pat, who else did that? When you had to separate yourself
by race?
By race and gender. It involved showers of some sort. I don't know what I'm thinking about, but we're hearing reports of plummeting morale, growing mistrust between the races and the sexes where none existed just 6 months ago, and unexpected retirements and separations based on these trainings alone. Let me speak passionately here and beg those people who know this is wrong, please do not leave the military. please do not leave the military. Don't participate in things. Don't say things that you don't believe. But don't leave. Please. If you leave, who's going to be left? I mean, they'll all be out on privilege walks. And then, something will happen and they'll be like, where is people, come back. We've got to hug it out. Somebody's just attacked us. There's cry rooms to the left and there's counseling to the right. Oh my gosh. Please don't leave. Go report things to your congressman or to the inspector general.